Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you this new series of cinematic filters from the folks over at Neewer. Unlike traditional circular camera lens filters designed for particular lens thread sizes, these rectangular filters can fit a variety of camera lenses, saving you space in your bag and cash in the bank. Let's take a look. For some truly cinematic looks, the blue streak filter will give you some killer J.J. Abrams style lens flares by taking bright light spots, specular highlights, and reflective objects and turning them into cool, linear, anamorphic flares. The square graduated neutral density filter, also called the GND 8, is made with a silky smooth transition from darkness to clarity, allowing light to pass through the glass in varying intensities. This type of filter is perfect for landscapes involving bright skies and sunsets where maybe you want a darker exposure on the sky and brighter exposure on the ground. Neutral density filters reduce the intensity of light and color coming into your camera, giving you more control over your shutter speed and aperture when shooting in bright environments. The numbers 0.6, 1.2, 1.6, etc. refer to the filter's optical density, which is just a fancy way of saying that the higher the number, the more light gets blocked. Now, some of you might be wondering, what's the big deal? I can adjust my camera by a few stops. I don't need a filter, which I suppose is true, but when you're trying to get more creative with your photography, you sometimes want to use settings that are very specific. It's very hard to use a slow shutter speed or a wide aperture in the middle of the day unless you've got a filter. And this is really quality glass, especially for the price. The black diffusion filter reduces contrast, diffuses highlights, and lowers glare for a soft cinematic effect on video and photography. This filter can soften wrinkles, blemishes, and pores while maintaining skin tone and color values. You can really notice the difference in the glow around the twinkle lights and the way the blacks are kind of crushed here. Here I am in Lightroom, punching in on the image to examine the details shows no visible loss of clarity, and when I pull up the color values, I can see that they are virtually identical to the photo without the filter, which means there is no noticeable color change, which can sometimes happen when using low quality filters, which this is very clearly not. There's a lot of disagreement about the use of UV filters amongst photographers. Some people swear by them, others say they're completely useless, but it all seems to boil down to whether or not you have a quality UV filter and what you're using it for. If you're shooting in windy conditions, a UV filter can go a long way to protecting your very valuable camera lens. A UV filter can also reduce haze, improve clarity, and block ultraviolet rays, which can be a problem in some high elevation and mountain photography. This is one of the sharpest UV filters that I've ever seen, so if you've gotta have one, this should cover your butt. And all of these filters are made from premium HD optical glass. They feature multiple layers of nano coatings on both sides, including anti-reflection coatings, water and oil-proof coatings, and a hardening coating to help prolong the life of the filter. Check them out at Neewer.